So early spring is a great time to get those weeds out of the garden. Perennial weeds is what I'm talking about, as well as some of the pieces of grass that are coming up in the middle of your beds. So let's take a look over here. We'll start with the grasses. So this is a perennial bed here. I've got bulbs, I've got perennials, they're all coming up. And notice these little strings of grass. This is left over from last year. And this particular piece of grass here is coming up in the middle of a perennial. If I wait another 3 or 4 weeks, this perennial will start really growing. I'll never get the grass out. But in early spring, you can kind of dig down and get these pieces of loan grass out of your perennial beds, remove them, and they'll be gone for the entire year. It's real important to get the entire root up. If you don't, you're basically just mowing the lawn and the grass is going to come right back. Let's go over to another area where I can already notice some dandelions starting to come up. Now, dandelions really don't bother me too much, but I don't like them coming up in the middle of the garden beds. They really start to break ground very early in the spring. You can already see these dandelion greens here. All that we're going to do is dig down and remove this dandelion. Be sure you get the entire root out. Once you get that out, this will not come up either. If I wait just another several weeks, the plants will go around it. I'll never be able to find it or get it out. When removing dandelion, it's important to get the entire root, which it broke here for me, and I probably have a piece of root way down. Believe it or not, even though it's deep in the ground, it's still going to come back up. I'll probably have to do this again. And finally, our last weed I want to show you is Creeping Charlie. So this stuff really starts to grow early in the season, but the roots don't take over until you get into April and early May. And what I mean by that is the roots aren't growing nearly as deep, so it's much easier to remove these strings of Creeping Charlie in early spring. Otherwise, if you wait much longer, it's incredibly difficult to remove, and really, you almost can't. For Growing Wisdom, I'm Dave Epstein.